If tan of 2a is equal to 4 over 3, for a values greater than 0 degrees but less than 90 degrees, show that cos of a is equal to 2 over root 5 without using a calculator. So we're going to go to page 14 of our formula tables, and we're going to have a look at our formulae and see is there anything that contains tan of 2a. And there is. Tan of 2a is equal to 2 tan of a divided by 1 minus tan squared a. So we're going to choose a letter, any letter. I'm going to go with t, but you could go with x if you wanted. And I'm going to let t equal tan of a. So in my formula, every tan of a, I'm going to swap for t. So I end up getting tan of 2a is equal to 2 tan of a, which becomes 2 times t, divided by 1 minus tan squared a, which is going to be 1 minus t squared. So tan of 2a is equal to 2t divided by 1 minus t squared. Now remember, we're told in the question tan of 2a is 4 over 3. So we're going to let this equal to 4 over 3. So tan of 2a becomes 2t divided by 1 minus t squared. And then we're going to cross multiply. So 2t multiplied by 3 is 6t. And 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. And minus t squared multiplied by 4 is minus 4t squared. Then we bring everything over to one side. So the 6t can stay where it is. The 4 comes over, becomes minus 4. And the minus 4t squared comes over and becomes positive 4t squared. So we get 4t squared plus 6t minus 4 is equal to 0. We're going to divide across by 2 to simplify. So we get 2t squared plus 3t minus 2 is equal to 0. Next we factorise. So we get 2t minus 1 multiplied by t plus 2. Then we let each of our brackets equal to 0 and solve for t. So 2t minus 1 is equal to 0, so t is equal to a half. Or t plus 2 is equal to 0, so t is equal to minus 2, which is not possible. We don't want a negative angle. So we're going to go with t is equal to a half. So thus tan of a is equal to a half. So tan, we know, we go with our formula TOA, which is tan equals opposite over adjacent. So tan of x equals O divided by A. We're going to draw out a right angle triangle and label one of the angles A. Since we're told tan of A is 1 over 2, the 1, the numerator, represents the opposite, so I can label this side as O. And the 2 represents the adjacent, so I can label the adjacent side as 2. We're going to use Pythagoras' theorem to find the unknown side, which is the hypotenuse, which works out to be root 5. So we're told cos of A is 2 over root 5. And cos, we use the formula CA, which is cos of x equals a over h. And the 2 represents the adjacent, which is what we had. And the root 5 represents the hypotenuse, which is what we found from Pythagoras' theorem. So we have shown that this is true.